Hey, what's good? Back with another Bay Talks, man. It's been a little while, but I'm right back at you, though. And the reason why I'm right back is because, man, it never seems to feel that this boy Messy Marv is always on the wrong side of the field, when it comes time or when some funk is going on or something. You know what I mean? Like in the Bay Area, between the local artists that we have out here. Messy Marv is always on the other side of that fence, and it seems like no matter who it is, uh, they always siding against the boy. Like ain't nobody stepping out on Messy Marv's behalf. Now I don't know if that's because Messy Marv has took his shots at every individual that do decide to take sides against him, or what it could be. But it just seems like he always on the wrong side of the field, man, when it comes time to some funk shit. But anyway, man, we got uh, Messy Marv funking with the boy J Diggs, man, out of Crestside, Vallejo, man. We got Messy Marv, San Francisco native, out of Filmo, funking with the native, man, from Vallejo, real tough. You know what I mean? J Diggs, you feel me? J Diggs, he seemed like a cool dude, man. I ain't really got too much to say about him, man. I mean, that boy. I've been kind of watching Diggs ever since, the Mac Drake era, you feel me? And he been solid ever since, you feel me? So I really ain't got nothing negative to say about him. But it's just crazy, you know what I mean, that him and Mess is, going through what they going through right now. He's saying that Messy Moore had took shots at Mac Dre um, after Mac Dre died. And I can remember back in the days, or not even back in the days, I'm sounding like this shit hella decades ago, but it was a long time ago. But I can remember, like, just after Mac Dre died, Messy Marv had a show, and this was on the internet too. You can go fact check it. Messy Marv was he was on stage performing, and he did a whole tribute to Mac Dre. You know what I mean? And y'all can go fact check that, man. I wish I had the video to throw up here, but the way this is set up, I do everything through phone, so I can't really put the video on here right now. But maybe in the future I'll throw that up there or something. But yeah, man. So J Diggs is saying that, you know what I mean, that Messy Marv was saying that he never really fucked with Mac Dre like that. You know what I'm saying? And they really wasn't never cool like that, which is weird for me because Messy Marv back in them days, back in that era, man, I can remember Messy Marv being on Trill TV, speaking up on how him and Mac Dre is the hottest thing in the Bay Area and this and that. And I ain't never heard of beef between Messy Marv and Mac Dre or Thiz up until now. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of weird that shit transpired between Messy Marv and Thiz because they had a good relationship at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out where that shit went left and what's really, what's the real story behind it. But, so back to the J Diggs and Messy Marv though. Anyway, man, Messy Marv and Diggs been exchanging a lot of words lately, man. Like J Diggs just recently had an interview on the KMEL podcast, where he was speaking to the Messy Marv situation, and he said that that he really don't want to get out there with no gunplay or nothing like that to try and harm the dude Messy Marv, because I'm figuring he knows what kind of mind state he has right now. And the boy Messy Marv don't really seem like he is 100%, you know what I'm saying, healthy or 100% there, you know what I mean, mentally right now, you know what I'm saying, given all the shit he been doing lately, you know what I'm saying. So he's saying that he really don't want to harm the dude. He just really want to just put them hands on him. You know what I'm saying? Put them paws on him one time. You know what I'm saying? To kind of teach him, nigga, don't mention my name in a negative light. And that's another thing. Jay Diggs had mentioned that Messy Moore said that Jay Diggs was a snitch, was a rat. You know what I'm saying? And I have never heard about Jay Diggs snitching or ratting on anybody, because I'm pretty sure that would have been the highlight of everybody's uh, blog or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or post or what have you, you know what I'm saying? So I really don't believe that that's the case with Jay Diggs. He ain't no rat, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and vouch for that. I still fuck with Mess, that's my nigga, you know what I'm saying? But Jay Diggs is kind of bent about that, you know what I'm saying? Because tell you the truth, you know what I mean, that's some real shit. uh, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really be 100% sure about, throwing the message out there in the streets that a nigga is a snitch. You feel me? Like, nigga, that them fighting words. You feel me? So I can kind of understand and I can respect Jay Diggs' point of view and where he coming from. He's saying all he want to do is see the nigga mess and get his fade and make the nigga apologize, in the public eye in front of everybody. You feel me? And everything will go back to normal. You dig? But I don't think that's gonna happen after a nigga get to fighting, and you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some bitterness. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, if it go down, it go down. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with the J Diggs and Messy Marv shit, which I'm sure everybody done heard about. But we got JT The Bigga Figga coming out the Woolworths. You know what I'm saying, with this with campaigning and taking sides with J Diggs uh, against Messy Marv too. And JT The Bigga Figga is a Fillmore native too. He's a he's a San Francisco Fillmore native too, just like Messy Moore. You know what I'm saying? And now he's coming out taking sides with J Diggs uh, on behalf of the beef with Messy Moore. So I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? Like, bro, look, don't nobody come to Messy Moore rescue. Never. Nobody come to that boy rescue no more. And that's crazy. And they know this man's situation. They know he ain't all there, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to band together, especially two film on niggas. But to each his own. You know what I'm saying? He's a man too. And I really don't know, you know what I'm saying, if it's any other beef behind, the JT and Messy Moore thing. But I will get to it and figure it out. But until then, this has been another Bay Talks.